let's talk for a moment about improvisation.
When most people hear the word improvisation, they usually think something in the comedy arena or actors or the performing arts of some kind. They think of the word improv or improvisation to mean that you need to continue or keep something up or keep a performance going. But in reality, improv can have a lot to do with the way that we conduct ourselves and make decisions in our own life.
Right. The Argentine tango is very well known as an improvisational dance because rather than having fixed patterns of movement, we have choices at any moment, just as we do in real life. If things are working fine for us, we can continue just as we are and allow them to continue. If there's something that's a problem, we can stop and think about it and then go on. Or we can change. We can do something entirely different. And we'd like to bring that idea into the dance and show how that same energy management can be a part of the dance and create richness in the dance.
So most people think that to be creative or to be improvisational, you have to have a wide variety of patterns and different techniques and movements memorized. That way you can draw from any of them. But in reality, with those three different options, like David Arjun was talking about, we can always choose to do something continuously, keep it going. We can choose to stop or we can choose to change. And that requires actually very little toolbox of patterns and different techniques available to you. And in fact, you have already, just by going through the last 4 steps, you already have a good repertoire of movements that can allow you to be improvisational within your dance.
Right. Let's explore that. So even with weight changes in place, we can be moving with the music, pausing between phrases. We can change and start moving. Continue walking. And then when we're prepared, we can stop. We can, at any moment, change. So something we'll be introducing in a later topic, pivots. And by the way, I think we should point out that when we talk about stopping in the dance, we would like to still maintain that energy. So how can we show that energy while we're not moving across the floor, say?
This is a question that dancers have asked themselves for quite a while. How do we continue to express what we are hearing in the music, what we're connecting to with our partner, even in those quiet moments? And I feel that one of the things that makes the most sense to me is that I want my entire body to encapsulate that feeling. Whether it is a drawing in of energy to prepare to do something, or if it's a release of energy to have a nice quiet moment, I feel that that sentiment gets expressed all the way through my fingertips, all the way through my toes. So when Arjun is talking about not losing the energy, we don't want to just come to it and then, oh, the chest sinks, the arms relax, everything just kind of droops. What do we want to do instead?
Yeah, most people think of that energy as maintaining tension in the body. Mm-hmm. But it's all a range of possibilities. Let's see if we can demonstrate some of that.
Sure.
So we might start out at a low level of energy and then go to a high level of energy. Or vice versa, we're at a high level of energy and then allow that to dissipate, but still feeling that energy throughout the body lowering, shrinking.
Yes, absolutely. So one thing to keep in mind is that as you are wanting to include more improvisation throughout your dance, we need to think of that other big I word, intention. We can't just decide at the moment that we want to stop or do something different because we don't have enough time to communicate the correct intention to our partner that we have decided to do this.
Right. We're both giving intentions to each other. A leader gives an intention, I'm about to move. The follower gives the intention, the reverse, waiting forward. I hear you, I'm about to move with you.
Mm-hmm. So if we give a lack of intention for anything different, our partner has every right to expect that we are going to continue doing whatever it is that we were just doing. For instance, walking. So we don't want to leave our partner behind by deciding at the last minute to draw up and stop the walking, but yet we've already communicated to our partner that, oh no, I'm going to continue walking. There's that miscommunication we want to try to avoid.
And it's a challenge for new dancers. How do I, well, one, just thinking of what am I going to do next?
Yes.
And then the important thing that we need to next think about is, how do I communicate that to my partner?
Yes.
Well, we have a tool. One thing is to stop and think. If there was a pause in the music, or if we feel a lull in the music, we can actually completely stop again with energy. Or think about that spectrum, that range of possibilities. Rather than stopping entirely, we can simply slow down. One, the squirrel cage
Yes.
that's running in our mind, and the tension that's in our body, because this is so new. We want good energy, not tension energy, that ties us up. So just take our time, think about it, and then as we're about to approach that moment, then give that intention.
That's absolutely the key, Arjun, as we are about to approach that moment. So,
let's get philosophical again, because improvisation is an important part of life and our dance, both in practicing and learning and in our social dance. Two distinctly different environments. We can, at any moment, I make a mistake, I didn't think about an intention early enough, my partner missed it, my partner gives an intention that I didn't catch, and in those times we can either say, oh, well that was a mistake, you didn't do what I wanted. And if we were in a practice situation or a class, we might call the teacher over to help us figure out what happened or discuss between the two of us. But in a dance situation, we are creating art through our movement, that our dance becomes an accompaniment to the music. So whatever happens during those moments of continuing, pausing, changing up what we're doing, if anything goes wrong, if we get something that we don't expect, we can apply improvisation. That's the idea that, yes, I'll take what we have and here's how I will respond. Rather than fighting to be right, to correct our partner or make them do what we think we want to have happen.
it's a very powerful statement. Yes, and.
And we will see you on the next card.
Yes.